Hello everybody, I'm Elyse Explosion and welcome to Spooptober 2020. Now, if you've been around the channel for a while, every October I decide to just go all out with my love of Halloween, with the spooky, the creepy, the weird, the odd, and this year it's gonna be a little different. I do like to start off with a toy unboxing though, and usually it's Monster High. But unfortunately, because Monster High has not really been produced for the past 4 years, and those bonus dolls that they were talking about coming out this year never materialized, I decided to take a bit of a detour. And as you can see, I've picked up some of the Bleeding Edge Goths line. Now this is a line from the early 2000s, made by the Bleeding Edge company, and I don't know too terribly much about it. Other than there were like 7 series of dolls and then vinyl figures, all different goths with different styles, different type of goth. They're really cool. So I managed to pick up 4 of the original series on Mercari. Mercari is like a freaking gold mine for doll and toy collectors, but you gotta know what you're looking for. I'm pretty sure these 4 dolls cost me about $160 total. It's a lot. But they also have not been produced for almost 20 years.
Oh, it got me there.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you guys which ones I have. We're gonna cut away while I unbox them because I think they need to come out of the box. Some of them are already partially opened from the previous owners, and I think they're a lot more vibrant and need to stand on their own. But we have Malice. Apparently these guys have all like full names, but these are the ones on the box. So this is Malice. We also have Raven. We have Sinstress and Lillian. So these 4, like I said, I picked up in 2 separate Mercari lots. They're increasingly more and more difficult to find. I didn't hear about these until I started collecting Monster High. A couple years back. I'd heard some murmurs about them, but I didn't really do a lot of research into them. And as you can tell, I haven't really done a lot of research into them since then beyond knowing they exist. They get compared a lot to, like, Living Dead dolls, but in the sense more that they're, like, adult-looking rather than baby dolls that are creepy. But basically, they're goth-oriented fashion dolls, collector dolls, whatever you want to call them. And I will, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna pull Raven out for now, just because her box is already mostly open. And you can see on the back, they have pictures of all the first of Series 5. I was not able to find Storm. Well, that's a lie. I was able to find Storm, but she was $75 for the single doll on Mercari, and I'm not paying that. But they slide out very, very easily. And they're on the cardboard. So we don't have stands for these dolls currently, but we will be using the back cards as stands. I'm not going to fully remove them from the packaging, but I wanted to just kind of take them out to get the glare off of their faces and get like a better look at... Oh, she is so dusty. She is so dusty. They've been sitting around in like somebody's living room or, I don't know, goth hole for... somebody's like goth cave for like, I don't know, 20 years. We will be right back getting the rest of these unboxed, so stay tuned. Okay? Okay. Alright everybody, we're back. They're out of the box, and these are extremely cool dolls. I really need to stress this. I will say they are showing their age. They are starting to kind of yellow a little bit. The paint is holding up quite nicely. But a lot of like the rubber bands and the hair have rotted out. The vinyl is starting to get a little sticky. We might be able to do something about that once I get them out of the packages. But I need you all to see these garments. Now, a lot of them, what I'm looking at, there are some raw edges, there are some hemmed edges. The face paints are really unique, and I have to say, the piercings are actually through the vinyl of the doll. I'm not sure how, with Raven here, how they are doing her lip piercing here, but the nose piercing as well as the double ear piercings do go all the way through the vinyl. The hair is surprisingly soft for an almost 20-year-old doll. I really love the design. Like these are actual like metal grommets on the corset here. Sinstress over here, Karen was able to kind of like touch up her hair a little bit. I did have a elastic left over from the BJD that I just unboxed. Like the seams on her dress are really cool, but a lot of the bottom is like raw edges, raw hemmed. I'm not sure how the shoes work. I don't know if you can actually take the shoes off. I'm genuinely not sure. But I'll report back and I'll pop that in here. Sinstress's face paint is probably my favorite because of her unique eye. Like she's got like, what do they call that? Corpse paint? Yeah, they call that corpse paint with the super like the metal. But it also just looks like her eyes are closed, which is very unique for fashion dolls. I like the detailing on the cross necklace. And again, her piercings do go all the way through the vinyl.
And the thing that I'd like to say about her face paint specifically is that the detail and eyeliner is done with a different finish than the airbrushing is.
Yeah.
So that it actually looks like she has like a powder eyeshadow and then like a more lacquer-like eyeliner.
It stands out. It stands out and it's really neat. This is Lillian, and she reminds me a lot of like early Gerard Way, with like the stripe across her eyes, the bright red hair. She is wearing a cat suit under a trench coat, which is really neat. The trench coat is lined. It has a lace exterior that's probably not going to show up in this shot, but we will be showing some full-size shots at the end of this so that everybody can kind of see the details, the close-ups. Her hair, again, very soft and surprising for a doll that's been sitting in a box for 20 years. The zipper on her jumpsuit is metal. Her necklace is actually, I believe, the same as Sinstress's. And again, her boots actually look like they're on the wrong feet. Interesting. I don't know how that works. Last, we have Malice. And I love like the cable knit on her tights. The fishnet is kind of like a raw cut, but you can't really hem fishnet. I am generally very intrigued by their use of like heterochromia in these dolls. A lot of them have two different eyes, and it's very clearly wearing two different contact lenses, or supposed to be mimicking thereof. Again, her hair is soft. She's a lot like Lillian in that sense. She's got like the bangs. She's got the headband and the hair tie. She does have the same necklace as the other two, but it works. The grommets are all actual metal. This is like actual zipper tooth on the skirt for detail there. It's pleather. She's got like a pleather over vest. And like her eyebrow piercings are stuck in the vinyl. And I don't know, I think she's the one that I took the most for granted, but I think she's like, I'm really warming up on her. I think she's really cute.
I like her. I like Lillian's outfit and hair. I do not like Lillian's eyes.
They
take me right out.
I agree with you on that one. Karen and I were talking before, and we are pretty sure that the bodies for the Bleeding Edge Goths are just old Barbie bodies. Same proportions, same shape. Can't confirm, don't have anybody to confirm with, but I wouldn't be surprised. I think out of the four that I have, that Raven here is my favorite. I really like the detail and the design of her eye makeup, her face up. The design of the dress is absolutely something that I would wear for myself. I love the corset. And I think overall, this was an expensive purchase, but a very good purchase, and I think we're off for a good start for Spooptober. And as we said at the beginning, the price of these, it was like $160 for $4. I think it was like $80 for 2 dolls.
So that's $40 a doll.
$40 a doll, a little bit more than I usually spend, but I'm not upset about it. Especially, yeah, I'm not upset about it, especially on a doll line that has been out of print for several years at this point. But with that being said, everybody, thank you guys so much for coming to check this out. If you're interested in more toy videos, more Halloween videos, more Spooptober, I've got a whole bunch and I will link some at the end of this video. If you'd like to stick around, see some more, hit that little subscribe button. If you'd like to support the channel, I do have a Patreon at patreon.com/Elyse Explosion. Click the little bell, because if you want to stay in the know, the bell's the way to go. Likes and comments let me know to keep doing what I'm doing, and I'll see you in the next video. Later!